In a world often filled with darkness, the teachings of Jesus Christ shine as a beacon of hope. His words, spoken over 2,000 years ago, still resonate with profound relevance today. Across cultures and generations, Jesus' message of love, compassion, and forgiveness continues to inspire millions. Why do these teachings endure? They speak to something fundamental within us, a longing for connection and love. Jesus offered a radical vision, a path to inner peace found in selfless service and a deep connection with God. Throughout history, countless individuals have found solace and inspiration in Jesus' words. His life and teachings offer a timeless blueprint for living a life filled with purpose and joy. We will delve into the core values he espoused: love, kindness, humility, and humanity, and discover how these principles can transform our lives. At the heart of Jesus' message lies the transformative power of love and kindness. He taught that love is an active force that compels us to reach out to others with compassion. Jesus' life exemplified this radical love, embracing the outcast and the forgotten. "Love one another as I have loved you," Jesus implored his disciples. This statement serves as the cornerstone of his teachings, urging us to embrace a love that is selfless and unconditional. It is a love that seeks the good of others and forgives freely. When we live out this love, we experience its transformative power. Kindness and empathy become the guiding principles of our interactions, fostering unity and hope. By embracing love and kindness, we create a ripple effect that touches the lives of those around us. Jesus' teachings call us to recognize the inherent dignity and worth of every human being. He challenged the social norms of his time, advocating for the vulnerable. In his eyes, every person was deserving of love, respect, and compassion. This emphasis on humanity reminds us that we are all interconnected members of one global family. Our lives are intricately woven together, and the well-being of each individual is linked to the well-being of all. When we embrace this interconnectedness, we see the world through a lens of empathy and understanding. To live out Jesus' teachings, we must embrace our shared humanity, celebrating our diversity. This means standing up for justice and equality, advocating for the voiceless. By embracing humanity, we honor Jesus' legacy and contribute to a more just world. It is through our actions that we demonstrate our commitment to his message of love and unity. Jesus' call to love one another as I have loved you was a radical directive, a call to action. He didn't just preach love, he embodied it in every facet of his ministry. He dined with tax collectors and sinners, challenged the hypocrisy of the religious elite, and touched the lives of the marginalized. This love wasn't a passive emotion but an active force. It manifested in his healing touch, his willingness to forgive, and his commitment to serving those in need. Through his actions, Jesus demonstrated that love is a way of life. Consider the image of Jesus washing the feet of his disciples. In this act of humility, he defied social conventions and embodied servant leadership. He showed that true greatness lies in our willingness to serve others. This radical love calls us to extend compassion to those who are different from us. It beckons us to embrace a love that is expressed through concrete actions of kindness and selfless service. The world in which Jesus lived, much like our own, was riddled with pain and division. Yet amidst the brokenness, Jesus offered a message of hope and healing. He understood that true healing begins with love, a love that mends broken hearts and bridges divides. This healing power of love is evident in Jesus' interactions with those who were hurting. He didn't shy away from their pain but met them with compassion and understanding. He saw beyond their brokenness and recognized their inherent worth. In a world driven by self-interest, Jesus' teachings remind us that we are all interconnected. When we embrace love, we become agents of healing, reaching out to those who are hurting. Through acts of kindness and generosity, we can mend the brokenness around us. We can work to heal the wounds of injustice and inequality, replacing them with a spirit of unity and love that transforms individuals and communities. Forgiveness, a cornerstone of Jesus' teachings, stands as a testament to the transformative power of love. It is a radical act that requires immense strength and courage. Jesus' own life exemplified the power of forgiveness. Even as he hung on the cross, he uttered the words, "Father, forgive them." In that moment, he demonstrated the depth of his love. Forgiveness is not about condoning wrongdoing, but releasing the grip of anger. This act of forgiveness has far-reaching implications. When we choose to forgive, we break the cycle of hurt and resentment. We begin to see the world through a lens of grace, recognizing that we are all flawed human beings capable of both great love and great mistakes. In the tapestry of Jesus' teachings, prayer emerges as a vibrant thread, connecting us to the divine. It is not a mere formality, but a heartfelt conversation with our Creator. Jesus, himself a man of deep prayer, demonstrated the transformative power of this communion with God. Throughout his ministry, Jesus retreated to solitary places to pray. He taught his disciples the importance of persistent prayer. Ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened to you, Jesus assured them. Prayer is not about demanding from God, but aligning our hearts with his will. It is a space where we pour out our hearts, seeking his guidance. Through this dialogue, we experience the transformative power of prayer. When we approach prayer with sincerity, we open ourselves to God's presence. We invite him into our struggles and triumphs. Through prayer, we discover that we are not alone, but held in the loving embrace of God. One of the most profound aspects of prayer is its ability to align our hearts with God's will. In the quiet moments of reflection, we gain clarity and perspective. Jesus emphasized the importance of seeking God's will above all else. The Lord's Prayer beautifully illustrates this concept. "Thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven," we pray. Through prayer we surrender our desires to God, trusting his guidance. This surrender is a sign of profound strength and wisdom. It requires humility, recognizing that God's ways are higher than our own. When we relinquish control, we open ourselves to a life of greater purpose. As we align our hearts with God's will, our desires begin to change. We are drawn to acts of service and love. Prayer becomes a transformative force that shapes our lives. Humility, a virtue often misunderstood, stands as a cornerstone of Jesus' teachings. It is not about thinking less of ourselves, but about thinking of ourselves less. Jesus exemplified humility in its purest form. He, the Son of God, humbled himself to wash the feet of his disciples. In this act, Jesus challenged societal norms and demonstrated true greatness. Humility is about using our gifts in service to others. It is about approaching life with a spirit of gratitude. Through humility, we acknowledge our dependence on God. We recognize that we are part of something larger than ourselves. This realization frees us from ego and pride, allowing us to experience joy. In the tapestry of Jesus' teachings, we discover a profound call to action, to be the light of the world. Jesus didn't just preach compassion, he lived it, engaging with the marginalized. "You are the light of the world," Jesus proclaimed. These words challenge us to let our light shine, to be beacons of hope. Social work becomes a tangible expression of this light. When we engage in social work, we answer a call deep within the human spirit. We are reminded that we are all part of a human family. This call to action isn't about recognition, it's about embracing our shared humanity. It's about working tirelessly to create a world where everyone can thrive. It's about embodying the love and compassion that lie at the heart of Jesus' teachings. In the grand scheme of things, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the vastness of human suffering. Yet, Jesus reminds us that it's often the smallest acts of love that have the most profound impact. Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. A smile, a listening ear, a helping hand. These gestures can brighten someone's day, offering hope in the midst of despair. A simple act of kindness can inspire others to do the same, creating a chain reaction of compassion that can transform the world. Jesus' call to love our neighbor as ourselves challenges us to work towards a more just and equitable world for all. We are called to be agents of change, to challenge systems of injustice, and to advocate for those whose voices are often silenced. Building a compassionate world requires collective effort and recognizing our interconnectedness. Stand up for the marginalized, speak out against injustice, and work for equal opportunities for all. This vision may seem daunting, but we are not without hope. Throughout history, countless individuals have answered the call to social justice. From the abolition of slavery to the fight for civil rights, love in action has transformed society. Let us draw inspiration from those who have dedicated their lives to justice and equality. Channel their courage and belief in the power of love to overcome oppression. Work tirelessly to build a world where every individual is valued and respected. In the symphony of Jesus' teachings, honesty resonates as a clear, unwavering note, a reflection of God's own integrity, and a foundation for authentic living. Jesus, throughout his ministry, consistently challenged hypocrisy, urging his followers to embrace truth in both word and deed. He reminded them that deception, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, creates a chasm between ourselves and God, eroding trust and undermining the very fabric of our relationships. Let your yes be yes and your no be no, Jesus taught, emphasizing the importance of straightforwardness and integrity in our interactions with others. He called for a transparency of heart, a commitment to living in alignment with our values, and a refusal to compromise our integrity for personal gain or social approval. Truth, as Jesus exemplified, is not merely about stating facts accurately, but about living authentically, allowing our inner and outer worlds to align. It's about being true to ourselves, to our values, and to our relationships. It's about speaking up for what we believe in, even when it's difficult, and holding ourselves accountable for our actions. When we embrace honesty as a guiding principle, we create a space for genuine connection, fostering trust and deepening our relationships with both God and others. We become known for our integrity, our words carrying weight because they are rooted in authenticity and a commitment to truth. Jesus' message is about recognizing the divine spark in every soul, treating everyone with inherent dignity and worth. He reached out to the marginalized, showing compassion that transcended societal boundaries. We are all interconnected, part of the intricate tapestry of creation. Look beyond differences to see the divine spark within every soul. Treat others with kindness, compassion, and empathy. In the intricate web of human relationships, honesty serves as a vital thread, weaving together the fabric of trust that binds us. Jesus emphasized integrity and truthfulness as essential for strong, healthy relationships. Deception erodes trust and creates distance, undermining love and connection. Honesty creates a safe space for vulnerability, authenticity, and intimacy. It allows us to be seen fully, inviting others to do the same. This deepens our connections, fostering belonging and understanding. Faith without action is incomplete. Acts of love, kindness, and humility honor Jesus' legacy. Each kind act is a testament to transformative virtues. The world today faces many challenges. We face issues like poverty, injustice, and division. Jesus' teachings remind us of love's power. Embracing love brings hope and resilience. We can make a difference, even in dark times. Small acts of kindness create waves of compassion. Be living testaments of Jesus' love. Be peacemakers, bridge builders, and healers. Love, kindness, humility, honesty, respect, service, prayer, forgiveness. These virtues, interwoven like threads in a tapestry, form the essence of Jesus' teachings. They are interconnected facets of a life lived in alignment with God's will. Embracing these virtues leads to a meaningful and fulfilling existence. This transformation requires conscious effort and commitment. We must step outside our comfort zones and embrace the work of building a just and compassionate world. The journey of faith is not without its challenges. In moments of doubt, remember Jesus' words, "I am with you always." Each new day offers a fresh start to embrace Jesus' teachings. Let us approach this journey with open hearts and a belief in the power of love. Over 2,000 years after he walked the earth, Jesus' teachings continue to inspire and transform lives. His message of love, compassion, and forgiveness transcends time and culture. Jesus' legacy stands as a beacon of hope, reminding us that true fulfillment lies in loving one another. We are defined by our capacity for love, compassion, and forgiveness. Let us carry the light of Jesus' teachings into every corner of our lives. Let us be his hands and feet in the world, spreading his message of love and hope.